Alright. What the heck is going on, everybody, and welcome back. We're here with the Florencio files. We're his next victim, Encall. You guys let me know if I'm saying that all right. Encall. That's what I'm going to call him. Is up against the Elden Lord himself, Florencio. Fitting that Florencio would be playing on this account, because I just saw the trailer for Shadow of the Erdtree, and I'm a bit excited to stab some more bosses. And I'm also, let's be honest, it's also a reminder of my failures. I never went back and finished killing Michaela. So I kind of need to do that before that expansion comes out. So that's going to be some fun pain that I have looking forward to. Still haven't watched any videos on how to beat her or seen how you're meant to beat her. So it's going to be fun figuring that out on my own. Oh, he's gone for an eBay block, guys. Okay, so Florencio started off with an engineering bay block. He's going to go down here and say, hey, dickhead, I'm not going to let you expand. Now, funnily enough, when you pull 3 probes, which you did to kill the SCV, you're meant to then also kill the engineering bay or build a zealot to do it. But Encall is like, no, I'm just going to take a 3rd base, bro. No worries. He's actually doing some sick harassment at the same time as well. Hold that thought. Second gas, second pylon. Are we proxying him? Encall's like, how dare you eBay block me? I shall proxy you in return, you foul sewer fucking merman. And you know what? He's got a Reaper coming out. He's got his second gas. Florencio's at an impressive 18 workers at 2 minutes 10 into the game. Non-stop worker production. If non-stop is like only sometimes when you feel like it. Over here, we got a pylon in the top of the map as well. Nothing on the barracks. No SCVs. What are we doing? The classic double factory. I was about to say the classic factory at 2.5 minutes into the game on 1 base, but no, it's double factory. And Adept's going across the map to pressure. Stalker is going to come out to clear the engineering bay. Problem with the proxy here is it's kind of obvious. Florencio's like, you're not expanding. Yeah, it could be an expansion, but it's also pretty likely you're proxying. You're kind of giving that information away by leaving that engineering base sitting there and showing that you've got no urgency on doing that. The Adept does walk up the ramp. Ooh, SCV's in range. Florencio with some sick on-off micro. Just kidding, guys. Does let that one die, but he's going to go in. Now, the Reaper's going to go across the map. Remember, many people focus on defense. They focus on doing things properly. Florencio's focus is only being a bag of dildos, repeatedly hitting his opponent in the face. Think of when something's like flapping in the wind. Oh, like you know when your umbrella keeps getting turned inside out on a really windy, rainy day? Keeps hitting you in the face? Think of it like that, except instead of an umbrella, it's a bag of dildos. Or just dicks, who knows? I mean, he's a sewer mermaid. Who knows what he's been chopping off? Strange people that get lost in the sewers. And it's just flapping around and it's hitting you in the face, and they're falling out of the bag and smacking you, and then they're falling back. Anyways, that's basically how it goes. Oh, Florencio with his D-Bag Reaper does get a second probe. Not too bad. It is Proxy Oracle, which I gotta say is terrible against what appears to be a Cyclone build. But right now, there's nothing that shoots up. This Oracle's gonna be a problem. The Reaper on the other side runs in and finds a shield battery. Florencio right now says, shit, I have 2 Marines that are damaged that shoot up and nothing else. I think, honestly, the Oracle running out of energy is the only defense Florencio has right now. And to be fair, the Oracle wasted a little bit of time moving around. Only 5 losses. That could have been game ending, honestly. It ended up not being quite as bad as I thought it would. Where's the Stalker at? Stalker's cleared the eBay. We've got an expansion and immediately 2 gases. Encall's like, mate, I've only got 300 gas in the bank. Gas, for those who don't know, for Protoss, it's like having a fancy sports car. The sexy Protoss ladies, they won't photosynthesize with you and breed new little Protoss zealots unless you have a big gas bank. That's like the #1 status symbol. Gets you all the lady Protosses. Oh, get out of there. Run. Oh my god. Why was that Oracle so late? Guys, did he send his first Oracle in? Did he micro it, send it to the corner, and only then start building the second Oracle? This is what I call high-level play. Some 420 style play here. That was actually really good micro. Oracle comes in and gets 2 SCVs on the depots. That was really slick. And honestly, Encall's opening has sucked balls, but Encall's now going for 3 base. This is actually pretty slick. Encall's actually like, you know what? I'll keep the Oracle in the back. I'll go double Robo to counter the Cyclones. And you know what's funny, guys? I am wondering, has Florencio seen the Harston video? For those who don't know, the Harston video, based on a Reddit thread that a guy did. I can't remember his name. Apparently he's a regular at Home Story Cup and stuff. think he's a Czech boy. I believe he's a Czech boy. I think Jacob was saying, he's like, oh yeah, that guy's from my country. Basically, Ackridge, that's his name, Ackridge. So basically, Ackridge was a player who was in Diamond 3/Platinum 1 as a Terran, you know, doing his thing. He's like, I copy build orders. Oh, I do bronze to GM. Oh, I'm trying to get better, but can't get better. And then the patch came around and he said, I've heard these Cyclones are OP. And what he did is he basically developed the most basic one-base Cyclone all-in that you don't even need to proxy the second factory. You just build them both in your main. You make a ton of Cyclones, you pull SCVs, and then you just go for a giant all-in. And the reason it's so overpowered is because Cyclones are a move and shoot unit. Normally against an SCV pull-in, you start a step away from it. You move back, you shoot, you move back, you shoot. And basically, any units behind the SCVs don't get a lot of firepower. Problem with the Cyclone version is they basically can just lock on and kill all your shit and just follow you. And they keep doing damage while you're running away. So SCV tanking is way more powerful when you've got move and shoot units. Now, obviously, that's besides the point because there would be no reason to SCV pull if you're doing a 2-base version. Ackridge is all in hits 2 minutes ago. But I was wondering if that's the case. We might see like Widow Mine Cyclone or something like that. One of those cool classic combos, but now more accessible since the Cyclones can be mass produced. Now, Encall is building one Immortal at a time. Immortals wreck Cyclones, but desperately needs more of them. And is only building one Observer. This is like, we've got shield batteries, we've got stasis traps. Wait, what? No! You frigging donkey! You absolute donkey, you can't do this! He just pulled every SCV at 7 minutes for the most delayed one base, but with a second command center Cyclone all in. The Observer sees the Cyclones, but he hasn't seen the SCVs. The SCVs are meant to tank for the Cyclones. Why are they on the opposite side of the map? Florencio right now has once again been sniffing petrol. He's goddamn, the man's got some glue up his nose. What is he doing? Why are the SCVs down here? They're for tanking. The Cyclones are the damage and the SCVs are the tanks. Florencio though says, no, no, no. This is the upside down, dumbass. The SCVs are the damage. The Cyclones are just a distraction. This is where the real damage comes from. He splits his SCVs in both bases. There is a shield battery in both base and an Oracle, so he is getting wrecked up there. But the probes aren't fighting in the main, and he uses the battery on the natural. It's out of energy, which means he's losing all of his SCVs in the main. Encall has not noticed that. Cyclones run in and kill every single probe on the third. They take out the pylon there as well. He's still not noticed the main. Encall, your main base. Oh my god, Encall has hundreds of APM spamming right now. Finally does save a few probes from that main, sends them to the natural for safety. The SCVs here are like, okay, we're going to swap roles. We're going to distract now. Apparently our drills aren't that powerful when we're fighting Mass Immortal. But oh no, he sent the probes here for safety. The third base has already died. The Oracle goes down. You need to defend. You need to defend. He warps in 3 sentries, but almost every single probe goes down. Oh no, he's on move command. But he does get a nice force field, traps a bunch of the Cyclones there. This is a absolute disaster right now for Encall. But on the other hand, Florencio pulled every single worker, and he hasn't built a single worker behind it. Florencio, you donkey, you could have 10 plus workers and be dropping mules. He's got like 15 mules saved up. I'm joking, it's like 6. He's got 6 mules saved up. And Encall should be behind, but instead Encall can just probe back up, which he's doing. He's chrono boosting probes right now. And Florencio starts his first SCV and drops 5 mules. He's gonna start transitioning only now. Oh my god. Okay, so he's sending his barracks in. So he's like, look, if you counterattack, I'll base trade you with Cyclones and your buildings can't fly. So okay, guys, you might think he's in a bad spot, but Florencio's like, what are you talking about? I'm perfectly prepared for this situation. You're gonna counterattack with Immortals. I'm gonna base trade. Dude, not pairing up. I literally just described how SCVs are good at tanking so the Cyclones can do damage, and Florencio's like, nah, it's a Cyclone counterattack. It's a Cyclone run, an SCV run by, sorry. That may be the dumbest execution of a boy pool I've ever seen in my life. Objectively bad on every level. But you know what's bad about things that are objectively bad is when they kill you, it feels extra bad because you're very aware of the fact that you just lost to an absolute monkey. I feel sometimes like losing to Florencio is like having a toddler run up to you, punch you in the crotch and run away. It's embarrassing, it's confusing, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you can't fight back, you can't, it's a child, like, and it's the person's parents like, I'm so sorry, Jimmy, why'd you do that? And you're like, why did your child just punch a stranger in the crotch? But you can't fight back, you're just confused. You're just stuck in this awkward, embarrassing social situation. while, and there's always you're like, oh, it didn't hurt too much, right? But then there's that, you guys know the delayed pain, like 4 seconds later, you're like, oh, you feel it in your stomach and you're like, God damn it. And you have to fight your urge to punt the child over a fence, right? I just want to punt him. That's all I want to do. That's what Florencio does, man. He's the only person who can play a StarCraft strategy against you and make you feel like you've been punched in the crotch by a toddler. It's terrible. It's a bad feeling right now. Now, Encall's still ahead. Encall has double the work account. Encall finally rallying back to the main, chronoing probes. And Encall can just keep building Immortals, take a third. I love the Observer coverage as well. Sees the Widowmine transition. And that's the thing. If you know about this Widowmine transition, as Florencio sets up these Widowmines, all you need to do is bring these Observers back and clear them up. So Encall's really well prepared, and Florencio might actually be in the doo-doo this time, guys. I think what I also love, by the way, just to give you guys context on this, is remember, the Oracle flew in, saw 3-factory Cyclone, knew he was doing it. Normally, I'd expect Florencio to switch gears and be like, oh, he thinks I'm going Cyclones, I'm going to go Banshees, or something like that. Do a weird tech switch. But Florencio's 300 IQ mind game was, no, I'm just going to build Cyclones, bro. Sometimes it sounds stupid, but you guys just don't comprehend, because if you don't comprehend, that's all right. You, like me, have not made it out of the first semester of Florencio Science School for kids that can't macro good. And that's okay. We are just challenged. We are not the gifted and talented students. Can you guys imagine what the gifted and talented class looks like at Florencio Science School, by the way? Oh no! No! Oh no, the sentries move in range of the Widowmine. Guys, sentries only have 5 rage, Immortals and Stalkers have 6. You've got to attack those with the non-sentry units there. Losing 2 high energy sentries. Back to that mental image though. I don't know if... Please let me know in one word. No cheating in the comment section or in the Twitch chat. I'm actually recording this live on stream as well, which I normally don't do. What do you think would be the #1 thing in Florencio's Science School gifted and talented class? I'm thinking like maybe drool. There'd be a bit of drool. Like maybe a few like wonky eyes looking in different directions. I don't know. Maybe there's just like some kid who walks on his hands because he feels like it. I don't. One word. You only get one word though. I've said drool. Someone else in chat has said drool as well. You guys let me know. Actually, I'll get. Oh, you know what? Why only one word? Is that too restrictive? I think one word's a good way of doing it. I think one word is fun because it forces you to be creative. And maybe you can do it if you guys want to chain up in the comment section, and you can basically respond to create a sentence. You guys know where, but each person has to do one word. So if you guys start doing chains, you can actually together create your description of Florencio's Science School gifted and talented class for kids that can't macro good. Twitch chat has already decided booger eating counts as one word, apparently. There's some good words in there. Oh my god, there's some very funny words in there. Florencio's in the chat as well, the legend that he is. The teacher, the professor of Science School. He's running around with his Cyclones. He's kind of in a bad spot, but he is trying to make a battlecruiser transition. And that could work out against Double Forge Robo Bay. Encall needs to either go like double Stargate Void Ray or more gateways for Stalker production, because right now there's only 3 gate production. Widowmine's coming in right now. There's no observer with this army. There's 5 observers on the map, but none with this army. No. Oh my god. We've all seen that scenario so many times, right? There's always the one guy in the zombie film. You're like, no, close the door. And they're like, oh no, we've got to let him in. Guys, do you realize when the submarine's sinking and they close off the guys in the sinking compartment, it's not because they don't like those guys. It's because they will all die if you let those guys through, because there will be a tidal wave of water that comes in as well. It will drown you all. It's not being callous. It's making the best decision in a bad situation. In that situation, that last probe, they were like, no, don't follow us. Don't come with, please, take one for the team. And he's like, guys, if I just stand close to you, we'll be safe in numbers, right? And they're like, it's already tracked onto you, you absolute baboon. Why did you just get us all killed? Florencio is still running around in circles with his Cyclones like the savage that he is. Actually, a few of those Cyclones were low hit point, and there's a battery here, so this is actually pretty good defense. But despite that, the DPS against probes is cracked, man. He's still going to take out like 3 or 4 probes here. Maybe get a few more. Nice Cyclone micro for Florencio. Ring around the nexus. Pocket full of probe death. And he does get quite a few kills. Counting on the natural. Guys, NK Law's down to 22 probes. He's lost 78 workers this game. And most importantly, this is keeping him distracted. He has 5 observers on the map, but he doesn't know about the battle cruisers. He's got an observer right here. The battle cruisers are just out of vision. Oh, finally it goes in vision, but I doubt NK Lol's watching. NK Lol is like, I'm building probes and batteries. It's like, you need anti-air units now. Your anti-ground will dominate against everything except the battle cruisers. And there's so many observers everywhere. Oh, Florencio has just kept NCall. I love how I've changed the way I've said their name 3 times already in this game, even though I said I was going to say it a certain way. NCall has already been so distracted, running around in circles, cleaning up Widow Mines, cleaning up Cyclones, cleaning up all that stuff. It is... Oh, and now the battle cruisers are coming. Battle cruisers are coming. Uh-oh. He sees the BCs, and NCall's like, well, this is not good. What's the response, guys? We're going to make... Oh, 2 stalkers. That's going to help. Surely, please. We're making another probe. That's also not really going to help. Please, you need to make more gateways and stalkers. Also, why'd you only make 2? There was not enough money to make a 3rd one. Oh, no. Battlecruiser teleports in right now. I mean, and the stalkers are all coming across the map because NCall, of course, doesn't use control groups. Is just going to... I think counterattack's the right idea. I do think counterattack's the right idea. 3 stalkers warping in, but so many probes are going down right now. The other battlecruisers are coming across the map as well. Florencio is just going to base trade with Mass Heli and battlecruiser. The counterattack will come in. The stalker model's going to go for it. But actually, Florencio turns around. The Elden Lord's like, hey, wait, your stuff can't shoot up. Ooh, at least the command center goes down, but NCall's in huge trouble. Nothing shoots up here. The Stalker's starting to take big damage. The Hellions are going to dive in, but actually, good probe defense in terms of running those away from the Hellions, and the Hellions all go down. Nicely done. Now you just need to deal with 4 battlecruisers with 4 Stalkers. Guys, NCall says the answer to this is build probes. I believe there's a certain place that Florencio is famous for dragging his victims to before he starts to feed off their corpse. Sometimes he leaves it to rot a little bit, much like an aged cheese or a yogurt or something like that. I said yogurt like a British person. I love that. For the extra vitamins, you get extra vitamins on your yogurt if you let it, you know, get a bit thick and grimy. I believe right now, it's Dicktown. I think NCall's in Dicktown. I think it smells a little bit Gucci, and I think if you're trying to fight 3 battlecruisers with 6 1/1/1 non-blink stalkers. You're deep in Yeah, NCall knows it. NCall is like, and with a hefty scent of gooch, I shall tap out of this game because I realize I am done. Florencio here may have just done one of the dumbest strategies I've ever seen, guys. He took Ackridge's Platinum to GM SCV Cyclone all in, and he turned it inside out. I just want to go back. What timing did he hit, guys? Was it 7:10? No, it was 7:30. He hits it 7 minutes 30 and doesn't build any SCVs behind it. And the SCVs, rather than tanking, go for a backstab. Alright guys, welcome back to the land of Florencio, where StarCraft doesn't really make sense. But you know what? Sense is overrated because this man's out there for dollars. That was a bad pun. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for the support, everyone. Catch you later. GG.